Following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
They will win it back out to the blue line. Wyatt with a shot tipped is in! McKenna Tronis makes it 3-2 with 1:03 remaining, a 6-on-5 goal. And there's live.
It's time for the State Varsity Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, presented by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Xander Auto Parts, the Aberdeen Chamber, Wagner Auto, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Weatherall, and the Fieldhouse.
Here comes a puck in front and goes up over the top. And the Sioux Falls Flyers at 13:43 are going to score their first goal in the second period and the first goal of the game.
And by Bauman Lumber, DJ's Senix, Stalkin Peterson LLP, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First United Methodist Church, and River Bottom Sanitation.
As Brentler carries it into the offensive zone, goes to a forehand, she scores! Jesse Brentler beats Mariah Lincoln. And it's 2-1 with 12:31 to go in the third.
And by Hermanson Endodontics, Envirotech, Lake Area Tech, Leisure Palace, May Adam, Pelican Power Sports, and First Dakota National Bank.
62 saves for Rory Quab. Pesca on her backhand, plays off the boards to Harris. As she slows it down, throws it in the net, tip, and it's off the net, and it goes in. And it's in! Sioux Falls wins the state championship.
And now to the booth for the call with John Winkler and Jim Lloyd.
And a good evening as we welcome you back here for the final game of day number 2. We pull up the bracket right now. Again, 3 of those 4 spots have been decided. It is the Rushmore Thunder and the Aberdeen Cougars into the Constellation Championship. The Brookings Rangers are into the championship game. The Hawaii Capitals are in the third place game. And we're going to find out who is going to join them. The Sioux Falls Flyers and the Watertown Lakers coming up here tonight for our final game of day number 2. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd, and this should be a good one, Jim. A 3-overtime thriller for the Watertown Lakers to get to that state semifinal game. 1-0 was the final score. Sioux Falls with a much different look in their quarterfinal game, winning 7-0, 9-0. It has a 6-0 lead in the first period. Both these teams with a little different way to get to that state semifinal, but boy, should we see a good one tonight between these two teams.
Well, all that counts is you get there. Doesn't matter how you get there. Aberdeen won today on tired legs after that three overtimes.
Yep, that's right.
And Watertown has to do that again. They have to find a way to keep those legs fresh. And we all know what the Sioux Falls Flyers can do at 20-1, and their first game of this tournament was what you would say, maybe you could say an easier game, as they probably got to play all their lines and so on and so forth. But it doesn't matter. You're here, you're in the semifinal game. The winner of this one will meet in the championship game, and that's already been decided. It is the Brookings Rangers. So one more game left until we get the championship Saturday.
One more game to go before we get there. And can the Watertown Lakers, we had the upset today, Rushmore over Mitchell, 3-1. It's been the only upset so far in the state tournament. Can Watertown make it 2 before the end of the night? And what a upset it would be to knock off the 20-1 Sioux Falls Flyers to get to that state championship game. But it was 9-0 win. Emma Hunter had 3 goals. Reagan Pesca had 3 assists. Brianna Marvisi had 3 assists. And Anderson Murray also had 2 goals for the Sioux Falls Flyers. A lot of goals scored. And Marissa Reddy made 10 saves on 10 chances. It is going to be Mariah Lincoln to start this game for the Flyers. They went 1 for 1 of the power play, did not take a penalty at all in their semifinal game. And here is the opportunity for this Sioux Falls team to get right back to the state championship. They're trying to defend their state title, which they won, as you saw in the Open, in 5 overtimes against Brookings last year. They're trying to get back to that state championship game.
Well, of course, and they go through the season losing one game all year, and they are the clear number one in the state, and they have been. And they've earned that right to be here, but they've got to get through the Watertown Lakers. I thought the Watertown Lakers played a really good game in a 3-overtime win against Aberdeen, and they never panicked. It seems like they just stayed with it and played confidently through that entire game, and then, of course, getting McKenna Knopf getting the game-winning goal. But I thought the Lakers played very well. If they can keep that same type of confidence and that same type of mindset, you can give this number one team a run, I would think.
It's going to be a good one here for this contest between the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Watertown Lakers in the final state semifinal game. Settle in for the final game of day number 2 here on this Friday night. And can't wait to see what Saturday will bring us tomorrow, but we've got one more game before we get there. We'll take our break in the pregame show. When we come back, it is starting lineups and puck drop between the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Watertown Lakers as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
At Muth Electric, we don't just power projects, we empower people. We invest in training, mentorship, and career development opportunities at every level. Because strong careers build strong communities. Your future is bright with Muth Electric. Muth Electric now hiring.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
As we welcome you back, it is getting close to the start of this first period between the Watertown Lakers and the Sioux Falls Flyers, as is our final game of day number 2. And again, we get the bracket here and will be filled out going into tomorrow, but Mitchell and Aberdeen will play in the, they make that Rushmore, and Aberdeen will play in the Constellation Championship at 1 o'clock tomorrow. That's our first game. 4 o'clock game, the White Capitals will take on the loser of this game for the third place championship or trophy. And then the winner of this game will take on Brookings in the state championship at 7 o'clock. So 1, 4, and 7 are our start times. We'll be on the air at 12:45 tomorrow afternoon. And then for the 1 o'clock game. We got an extra hour of sleep because we're going to lose an hour of sleep tonight. The time change is tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So the time, if you don't participate in the time change, you're still going to be on time.
Yes, you'll just be early.
Right.
Which is good.
Yeah.
It's better than in the fall because then you're an hour late.
Maybe you'll be an hour. No, you'll be an hour late because we're jumping ahead, so you'll be an hour late.
Oh.
So you'll get there for like the third period. But both teams are making their way out of the ice as the Watertown Lakers make that the first team, the Sioux Falls Flyers, making their way out of the ice right now. The Watertown Lakers will join them here in just a moment here at the Mitchell Activities Center. We'll send things over to Jai here in just a moment for the introduction of our starting lineups. I think both teams came out the same door again. But Sioux Falls, I do know their locker room is right over here to the right. And I think, well, the Watertown Lakers are right next to them too, so it makes sense for them to come out the same door. Yeah.
That's part of the tournament we probably won't get figured out.
Nope.
Is where they come out of the doors. We just, we've got everything else figured out.
Just about.
Just about. Well, this game, this is all that's left as far as today is concerned. And hold on now.
We missed some girls for Watertown.
Some of the Watertown Lakers. No, I think they're all here now.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
So
Head count and everybody's here.
We'll send things over to Jive for the introduction of our starting lineups between Sioux Falls and Watertown in our second state semifinal game here to determine who will be playing for the state championship.
Game begins in the championship game tomorrow between the Watertown Lakers and the Sioux Falls Flyers. We are going to start off with our starting lineup for the visiting Watertown Lakers, starting on D, number 4, Harper Hendrick. Your other D, number 28, Alyssa Matthews. Starting at center, number 15, Lily Murray. At right wing, number 25, Nyla Benelli. And at left wing, number 44, Emma Schleicher. And starting in goal for the Lakers, number 24, Kira Redberg. And for your number 1 seed home team, Sioux Falls Flyers. On defense, number 14, Rebecca Fairbanks. Your other lead, number 55, Brianna Morbici. Starting at forward, number 7, Lucy Nelson. Another forward, number 28, Reagan Pesca. And last forward, number 92, Allie Watson. Starting in goal for the Flyers, number 30, Mariah Lincoln. Everybody, we are ready to go. On 3, let's play hockey. 1, 2, 3, let's play hockey.
Our final game tonight, final game of day number 2, the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Watertown Lakers.
And the stage is set. It's a number 4 seed Watertown Lakers against the number 1 seed Sioux Falls Flyers. Reagan Petska will be playing with Lucy Nelson.
It's actually Reagan Pfeiffer. It would be Reagan Pfeiffer, not Reagan Pesca, with Lucy Nelson and Hallie Watson.
Oh, it was announced Pesca, I think, though, wasn't it?
I think it was. It's Reagan Pfeiffer that's on the ice.
Yeah, all right. Trying to throw us a curveball for this last game of the day.
Got to keep us on our toes somehow.
That's right. And Watertown Lakers wearing that familiar black and yellow. The Sioux Falls Flyers in their whites. And puck is down, and Lucy Nelson and Lily Murray leaning on each other there for a while as the Sioux Falls Flyers push it up through the neutral zone over on the far side as it goes back And Lily Murray is going to chase it behind her own goalie. And it goes out, being held in, and that one goes off to the side for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers, Lucy Nelson. Down below the red line as Sioux Falls. This is Marvici. She's going to put it down the blue line, and that one goes off the top post, right over the top of the head of Kira Reppy to start this one out. They did not count it as a shot on goal. Now they did, but that is 1 inch away from being 1-0 as the Sioux Falls Flyers get into the dot, looking for a centering pass. Nobody there, and this is Emma Schleister. She's going to take it up through the neutral zone. As she's going to throw it in deep, and it's going to carry them back around. And the Lakers are already on their first change of this game. We're just barely in to this last game of the day. The winner of this one's going to go to the championship and going to play Brookings as this gets thrown in by the Sioux Falls Flyer, and a backboard carom comes up to Reppy as she covers the first stoppage of play at 15:40.
Look at this replay hitting the crossbar. Right off the crossbar. It's hard to see that from that angle.
Yeah, run right off that corner, right off the corner crossbar. Sioux Falls off the face-off, taking a shot. That's knocked down by Reppy. 2 shots on goal already for the Flyers. As the Watertown Lakers push it up and out of the zone. Over on the far side in the neutral zone. This is Sioux Falls Flyers. That's Aniston Murray getting it picked off of her stick. And the Lakers are up into the neutral zone, turned back around by the Flyers. Turn back around. This is Lily Gora. She's going to go in, get over to her backhand into the near corner. Going to hand that one off as they go around the back of the net for the Sioux Falls Flyers, playing in their offensive zone. Over on the far side, as a shot is blocked up and out of the zone. Defense to defense along the red line is the Sioux Falls Flyers. And Lily Murray, as a Sioux Falls Flyer goes down, and she puts it in play for a moment with her elbow, and now the Flyers are back in the offensive zone. Players down. As Schleisner going to get it going in back of her own goalie. Out to Murray, tries to flip it out. Held in here by the Flyers. Pitched over to the far corner. Far corner, Flyers. Going to push it in deep in that far corner. First one there is Lily Murray. Lily Murray going to turn around in back of the net and get it out to that far corner, looking for Schleisner to help her out, get it out of that defensive zone. Sioux Falls Flyers pick it up, a centering pass, goes out into the neutral zone. Coming off the bench is Marvici. She's going to go in, and it's going to be an offsides on the Flyers. We're going to have an offensive face-off coming here for the Flyers. So Watertown Lakers getting here via a 3 overtime win over the Aberdeen Cougars. And Sioux Falls Flyers putting it out to Marvici. And this goes to Watson. And taking a shot, and they score. No, Sioux Falls Flyers score the first one.
Allie Watson will get the goal. And a good give and go. We're going to see that replay here.
I think it was from Nelson.
We'll watch this replay and the give and go that the Flyers had to go back to Watson to get that first goal of the game. And a 1-0 lead, as it is Watson from Nelson.
And Watson from Nelson gets a Sioux Falls Flyer on the board. And this one is one all the way down. Reagan Pfeiffer going to circle this around to Marvici. She's going to push it down to that dot. Picked up there by Lucy Nelson. She's going to look for a shot. That's blocked away. Nelson gets her shot back to Marvici and throws it down to Pfeiffer. That one's maybe a pad save there by Kira Reppy. Back out to Watson. Watson's going to push it forward, and another save by Reppy. 4 shots on goal is what the board says. And Pfeiffer takes another shot. That is a save that went off the blocker of Kira Reppy. Held in here by the Flyers. Goes down deep in that offensive end for the Flyers. And the Lakers up into the neutral zone. And pushing it around is Graceland Webb. Graceland Webb pushing it out in front of her. Gets it taken off her stick and off of the skate of the Sioux Falls Flyers up into the neutral zone, far side. Going to be dumped in all the way back around. Getting there for the Sioux Falls Flyers. As this one comes out to the blue line where Schleister's going to pick it up on a backhand. She's going to push it past the red line and get surrounded by Sioux Falls Flyers as she took the blue line. We're going back the other way. Going back the other way, this is Emma Honner. She gets a touch along. And it goes out all the way around the outside and going to be chipped out, trying to get it out to McKenna Nuff as she gets run off the puck over on that far board as the Sioux Falls Flyers in their defensive zone going to push it up right in front of their bench. And where Stolp tries to get a stick on a Honor. Over on the far side, Schleisner off a skate. Watertown Lakers have a puck in front. That is moved all the way down around. Nelson back out to the defense. That one holds on the blue line and they dump it back down deep. First one over there is Kenna Knopf. And that one's going to be a whistle as it's a dead puck. Yeah, Sioux Falls Flyers. You can see that goal right there by Watson from Nelson.
She had 17 goals during the regular season. Nelson with 21 and 21. 42 points for Lucy Nelson. She gets her first point of the state tournament here.
Face off won by Sioux Falls as they're going to hold the offensive zone. There was a shot on by Pfeiffer. And it goes off the stick. Back out to the defense. Holding the line is Harris. Harris going to dump it down below the red line. Take it all the way around as the Sioux Falls Flyers able to set up their offense. That is poke checked away over on the far side. Getting there for the Lakers was Piper Kruger. This one comes back around to Harper Hendricks as she's going to take it around, get herself a little room in the defensive zone all the way over to Kruger. Kruger can't get it on her stick. Sioux Falls Flyers got fresh legs coming out and is this one pushed up. And Harper Hendricks can't keep it on her stick. As the Sioux Falls Flyers in the neutral zone try to regain control, and it gets pushed forward by the Flyers. As now they take the offensive zone cleanly, and it goes back down around. And the Lakers, first one to it on the near board, held in by the Sioux Falls Flyers. There goes a shot. That one's blocked away by Murray in front as she's in the right spot there as it's pushed down again for the Flyers. The Watertown Lakers in the near board, trying to get off that board. Good resistance there from Sioux Falls Flyers as this puck is trapped in that near corner. Offensive zone, this is Pesca. She's going to take it out, looking for a backhand wraparound, and Reppy was there with a skate save. And it goes back onto the far side, thrown back in deep to Pesca. Pesca gets it on a backhand in that far corner. Harper Hendricks leaning on her, gets a centering pass out to the dot, can't handle it. As Pesca gets it back, her and Harper Hendricks are going at it over there, and there's a centering pass, broke up in traffic. Back out to the blue line for the Sioux Falls Flyers. A shot goes up in front, and Pesca's laying out in front. And a stoppage of play as Reppy found that somehow. I don't know how she saw it, but she's got it in her glove at 9:26.
I think we'll look at this first replay here. That puck was laying maybe right in front of Pesca, and Reppy, or it might have been laying underneath Pesca, and then Reppy put her glove down to just on top of Pesca to get that save. And hard to see from that angle where that puck was actually at.
And we are underway. Regalizzo holds it in for the Flyers. Over on the far side, chipping it out is Lily Murray. Or that was Graceland Webb, I'm sorry. As of Sioux Falls Flyers pick it up in their defensive zone, look for an exiting pass, and they miss everything. Chasing over there, Shaylin Strickers, and she's going to turn it around and up the boards, trying to get it to Graceland Webb. She loses it off her stick and throwing in, broke up in traffic. The one there breaking that one up was Sloan Allard. Sloan Allard once again trying to get it on her stick, centering pass. Nowhere to be found for Sioux Falls. Watertown Lakers clear it down. And chasing down on the far end is Lucy Nelson. She's going to get a bit of speed back behind her own goalie with her legs up through the neutral zone. as she's going to go in on a 2-on-2 quickly, and Lucy Nelson goes up to McKenna Knopf and gets a big stop in front of her own goalie, held in over on the far side. Sioux Falls Flyers working off the dot, a centering pass. Lots of traffic in front as this one bounces back out, thrown back in deep by Haley Watson. Puck caroms around to the near corner. Lakers trying to get it off the boards. It takes a bounce all the way across. This is Strickers. Going to turn it around on a backhand, held in by the Sioux Falls Flyers. A shot goes on, and that was Pfeiffer that blocked the shot for her teammate, as she's going to leave a backhand down in the corner for Haley Watson. Watson trying to get up to it in the near corner as the Lakers do clear the puck. Into the neutral zone is Evelyn Berg, and we're going to have an offsides call on the Sioux Falls Flyers.
By the way, we never got a chance to talk about your starting goalies, Kara Reppy, who gets to start for the Watertown Lakers, as she has 5 wins, 2.37 goals against average, 912 save percentage. And for Mariah Lincoln to get the start, she has got 13 wins, 1 goal against average, 913 save percentage for Mariah Lincoln.
Marvici from her knees gets it up into the neutral zone, far side. Pesca working in over in that far corner. She leaves it down in the corner. Back out to the line, over to Marvici. Looking for a cross pass over on that far side, broken up by the Lakers. This is McKenna Knopf. Trying to get it up over there to Schleissner. Schleissner's trying to poke it along over in that far side, and goes back down to Harper Hendricks. Marvici's going to circle back around. Brianna Marvici gets it taken off her stick by McKenna Knopf. Lakers looking for an exiting pass out of that zone, as Harper Hendricks on a backhand throws it towards the blue line, and Schleissner gets it out momentarily. Now the far end, Harper Hendricks up to Schleissner. Schleissner taps it in along that far board and gets taken off her stick, as the Sioux Falls Flyers looking up to get it out. That is Sloan Allard throwing it at the net, and we're going to have our first penalty on the Watertown Lakers, as Sloan Allard is going to be called for a trip.
That was the obvious trip. She wasn't trying to do it.
She didn't mean it.
But it is a trip in a Sioux Falls Pelican Power Sports power play, where they were 1 for 1 yesterday. It was a 2 for 2 penalty kill day for the Watertown Lakers. They obviously had to kill off all the penalties against, because they won 1-0 in triple overtime.
As this one is won. Face-off won by the Flyers, and it is a Pelican Power Sports power play, as this one goes out to the point. That is Scarlet Black, and lots of traffic, and got through. Got a paddle on it was Kira Reppy. Down below the red line as Sioux Falls works and comes out into the neutral zone. Picking this one up is Lily Gora. Throws it over to the far side to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's going to walk it down. First one down there is Lucy Nelson, as this is a power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Looking out on top. Out to the point. That's going to go to Gora. Gora back on down. Nice shot there. That was by Rigolizzo. Rigolizzo back over to Gora. Gora back to Rigolizzo, and she's going to work it down into that far corner. Watertown Lakers packing this one in. There goes a shot on. That missed everything by Gora. Looking for a centering pass to Watson. Traffic in front, and Watson can't get it off clean. And it is cleared out by Gracelyn Webb. We're under a minute in this power play opportunity here for the Sioux Falls Flyers, as they're going to pick it up in back of their own goalie. And a long stretch pass up into the neutral zone, as Lucy Nelson gets upended as she goes across the blue line. And it goes out, cleared out into the neutral zone. The Lakers trying to kill this power play off, as Sioux Falls Flyers now enter the zone over on the far side. Out to the point. Marvici throws it down to Pesca. Pesca circling back around. She's going to come back up to the blue line, throw it back down to Marvici. Getting taken off the puck there was Marvici, as this thrown back down into that far corner. 2 seconds left, and we're going to go 5-on-5 hockey, as the Lakers kill this power play off and gets thrown out into the neutral zone. We are 5-on-5 hockey. Puck goes all the way down for Sioux Falls Flyers. Going to carry him back around. Peska's racing down from her blue line. Down into the corner. Peska comes out with it. Going to walk this one down. Is Marvici. Out to the blue line. Back in for the Sioux Falls Flyers. That one goes wide. As Peska throws it down below the dot on the near side and all the way back around. Sioux Falls Flyers working this offensive shift as the Lakers almost look like they're back on the penalty kill. And there goes a shot in and a backhand attempt, and it goes in for the Sioux Falls Flyers. And they score their second goal at 3:27.
This will be from Lily Knudsen, from Hallie Watson again. Her second goal of the game.
Well, Hallie Watson on a backhand. Take a look.
And she stood in front of the net, got that backhand, and then was able to beat to the glove side, the far side of the net, to make it a 2-0 lead, and Watson's got her second.
So Watson, for the remainder of this one's going to be on a hat trick watch as this face-off is won by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Taking it in is Evelyn Berg. Out to the point. And this one goes back out on Lucy Nelsoner. She's going to have to back up. And now she's going to get it going with her legs. It gets taken off of her stick. Nice play there by the Lakers in the neutral zone. Sloan Allard gets pushed all the way back down in the offensive zone. Wrapped around to the far side to Watson. Watson trying to tap it along, held in by the Lakers. On the far side, Lakers in the offensive zone. Now it's thrown back around all the way to the far side. Over to Watson. Watson looking for a centering pass, and they push it up forward. Schleissner's going to run it down for the Lakers. She's going to throw it up the far boards. And Harper Hendricks, she's going to go in 1-on-3. Going to have to take a quick shot and into the glove of Mariah Lincoln.
Just a second shot on goal by Watertown with 2:37 to go in this first period. And that second goal is a big one for Sioux Falls. They again, I wouldn't say they're comfortable to win this game 2-0 right now, but it does give them, it makes Watertown feel a little bit more pressure.
It does. The offensive faceoff is won by the Lakers as Emma Schleissner goes down hard and back. There's a shot on a loose puck in front and recovered by the Sioux Falls Flyers in the far corner. They're going to run it up into the center. Schleissner's there, applying pressure and retreating back on their own goalie. Yeah, long stretch pass for the Flyers, and just out of the reach of Aniston Murray. It is picked up by Knopf as she can't get it going with her legs. Now it's tapped out by Murray into the neutral zone. Pushed up by Harper Hendricks, tried to pass it to herself, got it up to Lily Murray just for a moment. Sioux Falls Flyers going back the other way. They're in 1-on-3. And there's a shot up and over the top and up into the netting. That was a good shot there by Peska. Reagan Peska, she's got 21 goals, 26 assists.
She had a goal and 3 assists yesterday, so that gives her over 50 points. Well, she had 47. She got 51 points for the entire regular season and into the postseason now.
You're going to go play at University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point. It's a nice little town in the middle of Wisconsin.
I think you know something about that.
I know
place.
right where it is. I spent 4 years there. And she'll like it there. She will be going there next fall as this one goes out into the neutral zone. Lakers chipping it forward, trying to get it to Graceland Webb. Held in over there momentarily by Allard off of a skate, and Allard pushes it all the way across. Picked up there by Marvici. She's going to weave on through. She's going to push it at the goalie. She's going to go down. In back of the goalie is the Lakers playing defense, which they've done a lot of this period. It's the first period. We're getting to that 1 minute mark. Sioux Falls Flyers back out to the defense. They're going to throw it in and across. And the Lakers, Allard, nice pass up there to Graceland Webb. She's going to go in on her backhand, being leaned on there by Regalizo. Gets it taken off her stick. Lakers throw it in. A little delayed offsides as Graceland Webb tries to get out in time. As Murray over on the far side, this puck is pushed in the center out into the neutral zone. We're at that 30-second mark. It's a 2-0 game, Sioux Falls Flyers. Flyers dump it in and all the way around. First one over there is Strickers. Puck being held on the far side. Lucy Nelson comes out with it, goes back out to the defense. Flyers, defense to defense, takes a shot way wide, picked up in back of the net by Watson. Watson looking for something with 11 seconds left here. Defense back over to the defense. Comes over to Watson. Watson's going to walk it in, takes a shot. It looked like maybe it was going to be blocked down. And goes up and over the top. And Aniston Murray looks for a centering pass, and the time runs out. It's a 2-0 game. Sioux Falls Flyers.
Would not have counted if Watson had scored that goal, and she got that just a second after the buzzer sounded. But a 2-0 lead for the Flyers at the end of the first period. Both goals scored by Hallie Watson, and the Flyers lead it 2-0 on the South Dakota Hockey scoreboard at the end of one period. We'll step aside and come back with our first intermission report as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Ryan Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Quality fuel, quality service. That's the DJ Cenex promise. Derek and Maggie Dell are proud supporters of local hockey. Swing by for a quick refuel and experience the local friendly service and clean atmosphere that makes a difference. We're more than just a gas station. We're your hometown partner on the road. Get ready, because the best is getting even better. Our brand new state-of-the-art car wash upgrade is coming soon to give your vehicle the VIP treatment it deserves. DJ Cenex, fueled by community, driven by you.
As our Aberdeen teams take the ice at the state hockey tournament, we're cheering them on from home and inviting you to come see where that pride begins. Aberdeen is a community that rallies together on the ice, in our schools, and across our local businesses. From great food and unique shopping to year-round events and family fun, there's always something happening here. So when the tournament wraps up, make plans to visit. Discover what makes Aberdeen worth the trip at aberdeensd.com.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
As we welcome you back, it is a 2-0 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers at the end of that first period, leading the Watertown Lakers. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd. In this first period, Hallie Watson got both goals as she was able to get them from Lucy Nelson and Rebecca Harris. As we can go back and look at those replays here of those two goals. The first one here, we'll give a look at Watson's first goal. And a pass by Nelson from behind the nets right to Watson, coming into your screen and making that play to get that first goal of the game. And then the second goal for Watson, it was a shot that was blocked. It was actually knocked down maybe by Watson, and that backhander was right there as she was able to get both of them to go. And a 2-0 lead for Sioux Falls at the end of one period over the Watertown Lakers. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd, and Jim, that first period, Sioux Falls, again, got the lead. They got a 2-0 lead. They feel good about that. I wouldn't say they feel comfortable winning the game 2-0 with 2 periods still to go. But Mariah Lincoln in net, who is averaging just giving up 1 goal per game with a total of 5 shutouts overall. It is, they feel good about it. And the Watertown Lakers, though, I think still feel, other than that second goal, I think that second goal isn't a backbreaker. It's one that kind of hurts a little bit for if it's a 1-0 game after one. Watertown feels really, really good in the locker room, but they can't be too upset about how this first period went.
Well, I don't think so. You kill off 1 power play and you give up 2 goals, but that Sioux Falls team is a team that constantly puts the offensive pressure. They spent most of the period in the offensive zone, and you got to hand it to the Lakers. I think they played pretty good defense. They really did.
Yeah, they played a very, very good defensive first period. They didn't get many shots, only those 2 shots on goal in that first period for Watertown. But the Flyers probably had maybe 20 or so chances, and then, probably 10 shots or so didn't get to the net. They were blocked shots. They never got all the way to the net. And for Watertown, you knew you had to play a good defensive game to try and win this game and limit the opportunities for Sioux Falls, and know that you're not going to get a lot of chances yourself, but you have to cash in at some point.
Right. You have to do the little things. You have to do the little things on defense. You have to block shots. Be aware of where those pucks are coming from, and you have to be willing to get out there and block shots. You got to help out your goalie, as a lot of these shots from the Sioux Falls Flyers are good shots and they're hard shots. When you get an opportunity, if you get a power play opportunity, you have to capitalize, because you're not going to get a lot of opportunities with the Sioux Falls Flyers to score a lot of goals. You just won't. So when that presents itself, you have to be ready. And the Sioux Falls Flyers, they're number 1 in the league for a reason. But if you're going to be the best, Watertown Lakers, you have to play with the best and you got to beat the best.
That's right. A 2-0 lead. Hallie Watson's got both goals. Ryan Lincoln's got the 2 saves. Kara Ruppy stopped to 12 of 14 shots so far through that first period. And the Watertown Lakers down just 2-0 at the end of the first period. We will step aside, come back with more of our first intermission break. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big-screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps! When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre, or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics. Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating. 605-494-2001. Whether you're a pro contractor or a weekend warrior, your project deserves more than just a big box store. It deserves a local touch. At Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, we've been helping build South Dakota since 1996. From foundation to finish work, we carry everything: lumber, trusses, custom cabinets, and windows. With over 150 combined years of experience, our team doesn't just sell materials, we provide the expertise to get the job done right. Stop by Bauman Lumber on Sale Barn Road or visit us at baumanlumber.com. Bauman Lumber, your local partners in building a better home.
And we welcome you back. It is a 2-0 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Watertown Lakers, as it is a couple of fans that are excited to be on the big screen, and also I think they now realize that they're on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, but they at least know they're on the big screen here in the arena here at Mitchell Activity Center. But it's been fun to watch. We had the slow-mo replay of some of the Owyhee fans dancing, and then we also had 2 different slow-mo replays of the Owyhee fans dancing. But a good crowd again on hand here at the Mitchell Activity Center. Expecting a good crowd tomorrow night. I think you know one of those girls that are sitting down there near the front row.
Janelle, she's just saying, move the camera, move it on.
she
I think we should take it back to her and zoom in on her.
All right, Abby, go back to the left and then
zoom in right there.
Right there. Yep.
Zoom in, get them on.
Right
They're on YouTube. There they are. Hey.
Janelle Lloyd, who obviously just a recent graduate from Watertown and alum of Watertown Laker hockey.
And Kaylin Melville.
Both a graduate. Obviously, Jim knows Janelle very well, being his youngest child and the youngest daughter of the family.
2 Watertown Laker alumni.
And what a fun, I think they're on their phones trying to watch themselves.
Yeah, now they're going to go to the YouTube.
Yeah, they got to hear what we had to say about it. We will step aside. It's a 2-0 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Watertown Lakers, as we'll come back with our second period after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
From Leisure Palace, spring is closer than you think, and now's the time to plan your backyard upgrade before the rush hits. We have beautiful new patio furniture arriving daily, built for comfort and durability, along with stunning fire tables to keep your space cozy and warm. Also, make this the year you invest in relaxation and wellness with a new spa from Hot Springs, Caldera, or Free Flow Spas. And if you're ready to warm up and feel better right now, our saunas are in stock and ready to go, proudly serving the entire state of South Dakota. And remember, we guarantee the lowest prices. Leisure Palace, pool, spa, and patio, creating your perfect escape.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the state varsity hockey tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
For over 55 years, Muth Electric has been powering progress across the Midwest. Our team of professionals deliver electrical solutions with innovation and safety at the core. We work with purpose, knowing that each project contributes to something bigger. Muth Electric, a partner in building a brighter future since 1970.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
And we welcome you back as we get set for the second period between the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Watertown Lakers as we are getting ready for that second period. And by the way, if you don't live in Australia right now, today's only Friday. I mentioned something about the time change. Jason Bowder commented on our YouTube, on our stream. He said, that's Sunday, March 8th. And when I read that, I go, well, yeah, that's what I've been talking about.
Thank goodness for Jason. Thank goodness.
I forgot that today's Friday night. It's a Friday night. It's not Saturday night. It's Friday night. So we're going to be here on Saturday. The time changes the next day, so you don't have to worry about it tomorrow. Please don't worry about it tomorrow, because otherwise you're going to be all screwed up.
I'm really hoping your message is coming through loud and clear.
But if you are living in Australia right now watching this game on Capital City Rock,
and you could be.
It is Saturday for you, so then the time, if you do the daylight savings, I don't know if Australia
So you were right, Australian time.
If Australia even participates in daylight savings
Well,
time.
they could be listening to us on the YouTube anywhere in the world.
I think we had somebody from California tuning in. They're also Friday. They're only in Friday as well in California.
Yeah, I know.
I appreciate Jason Bowder having my back on that one
because you were off track.
I would have woken up and been like, boy, I feel pretty rested for the time change already, and then not realize that the time hadn't actually changed.
All right, we're going to get back on the track.
Please get us back on track.
It's a second period here from the Mitchell Activity Center. It's the Watertown Lakers, Sioux Falls Flyers, and we have switched the ice as this one is won by the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're going to dump it in deep over on that far side. Picked over there by Alyssa Matthews. Now it's Pesca. Pesca's going to work down below that red line. She's going to bring it back out to her defense. That is Rebecca Harris. Over to the far side, Mervici getting over to Pesca. She's going to leave it for a teammate. Back down to Pesca. Back out to Marvici. Down to Pesca. As she's going to look in. Now she's going to walk it in. Going to take a shot. So sticked away and up and over the top of everybody. This is Rebecca Harris holding it in for the Sioux Falls Flyers. She's got it on her stick. Nice bit of work there to hold that puck in by Aniston Murray. As the Sioux Falls Flyers, Pesca gets it taken off her stick out in the neutral zone. She's going to circle back around, hand it over to Harris, and she's going to dump it in deep. New legs coming here for the Flyers as Kira Reppy gets a cover and a stoppage of play. We're a minute in to the second period as the Lakers are going to have a defensive face-off here. As this puck is tied up, now works its way down into the corner, into that far corner. This is Hallie Watson. Brings it back out to Gora. Over to the far side, pushed down and into the middle. This is Watson. Watson gets it taken off her stick. Lakers continue to play defense and pack it in, not allowing the Flyers to come down the center. And this is Lucy Nelson. There goes a shot in by Gora. Puck goes out to the outside as Sioux Falls Flyers are going to circle back around, back out to the blue line, take a shot, and they score! The Sioux Falls Flyers score, and I believe that was Isabella Rigolizzo.
Rigolizzo makes it a 2-0 game. We'll see it from behind Kira Reppy on the replay. You can see Rigolizzo on the top of your right screen, and that shot got all the way. It was redirected. I believe it went off of McKenna Knopf and in. I don't believe it was touched. It is Rigolizzo's goal from Reagan Pfeiffer, but you can see that be redirected. That's the reason why that went past Kira Reppy. She was in good position, but it ricocheted off and off and in.
And we've gotten to 3-0. As the Sioux Falls Flyers, the Lakers are able to clear this one down. As Mariah Lincoln Leaves it for a teammate, comes back out to the neutral zone. The Lakers are going to regroup here in the neutral zone. Over to Harper Hendricks. She's going to partially fan on a pass. It gets up to Murray. Yeah, she's going to get sticked away in the neutral zone. Coming across, this is Lily Knutson. She loses off her stick, pushed into the neutral zone by the Watertown Lakers. All the way back over. Into the offensive zone for the Lakers. As the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to get it going with their legs along the near boards all the way back across. For the Sioux Falls Flyers, this is handled by Lily Gora. Thrown all the way back down. McKenna Knopf. McKenna Knopf looking for a pass out there to Kruger, and she can't come up with it in the neutral zone.
So we slowed this replay down and watch the shot by Regalizzo as it will come in.
Right there.
And it ricocheted. Maybe it didn't hit McKenna Knopf. Maybe it went off of Sloan Allard, but it went off of
it almost looked like it was moved a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely hit somebody in front.
And there goes a shot on by the Sioux Falls Flyers. That was by Emma Honner. Out to the neutral zone are the Flyers in their defensive zone. They're going to look up now. This is Emma Honner. Yeah, she's going to push it up to the blue line to Pesca. Pesca's going to go in, step around, go to her forehand up and over the top of everything. Offensive play here continues for the Sioux Falls Flyers on the far corner, and a shot. Puck goes up off the glove in front and cleared out by the Lakers. Held in by Evelyn Berg as she throws it down in the corner. And Kenna Knopf trying to redirect in back of her own goalie. She's going to get it going with her legs on the far side, looking for a centering pass. Now it gets out into the neutral zone and all the way back down. This is going to go far down to the stick of Lincoln. She's going to hand it off to a teammate up to the neutral zone. Up into the neutral zone, the Flyers are going to throw it in deep. Little dump and chase here for the Flyers. First one there is Watson. Watson going to circle all the way back around up to the blue line. Gets thrown back down in the corner. This is Jalen Strickers. Going to go all the way around. A little pass up on that far side, trying to get it to Molly Schmaling. As the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to step around and a shot. That was by Lucy Nelson. A good shot and a pad save by Kira Reppy. Nelson throws it in deep. Once again, getting there. The first one is Knopf. Trying to get up to Molly Schmaling. Gets taken off her stick. There's Marvici getting surrounded as she gets in front of the crease. Sioux Falls Flyers looking for a centering pass. Broke up in traffic. And it goes back down, and Reppy's going to get a cover. 12:29. 17 shots on goal for the Flyers. Just 2 shots on goal for the Lakers. As they are playing defense in this one is what they're doing.
Reppy made that nice save there on that replay, and then the Watertown Lakers, again, mentioned a lot of defense, but they were able to swipe that rebound away and keep an opportunity for a rebound chance for the Flyers.
Lakers playing defense and trying to keep Sioux Falls from going down the middle, trying to keep it out wide in the boards and make an entering pass. Come in from the boards as this pass comes out to the blue line, and it gets thrown in deep all the way down around. That is Elson Van Hoven. As it comes out to the blue line, this one is held in by Callie Peterson. She's going to throw it all the way back around. Picked up by the Sioux Falls Flyers, back out to Peterson. Peterson just inside the blue line, a straight on shot and a pad save. Over the far side, this is Marvici. She's going to take a pass all the way across to the far dot as Harper Hendricks has her stick flung away and she kicks it around. This one goes all the way back around. Marvici, she's going to walk it in the center. There goes a shot wide over to Harper Hendricks. She's going to try to chip it off the board. Held in nicely there for a moment by Callie Peterson, and Marvici is going to circle around in her defensive zone quickly up to the neutral zone. Gracelyn Webb had some speed in the neutral zone as she slowed up the play as Sioux Falls Flyers come into the offensive zone. This is Pesca. Yeah, she's going to walk it down just barely below the dot. And she's going to go back around Kira Reppy on a backhand. Hands it out on top to Rigolizzo. And a straight-on shot goes in over there from Gora. Off to the side, looking at dot, trying to get Pesca on a cutting. And the Lakers are content to ice the puck and play defense. I believe that is the game plan the way it looks. You pack it in, try to keep the Sioux Falls Flyers out of that center crease. At some point, you're going to have to get some shots on goal, as Mariah Lincoln has only seen 2 shots.
Nothing here in this second period yet.
As the Sioux Falls Flyers work on that far side in their offense. Back to the top to Gora. Gora's going to take a shot. Pesca was there. Couldn't get her stick on that one. As Reagan Pesca is the one in front. She's going to look for a tip. She looks for another one there. And it gets right into the glove. Reagan Pesca on this shift is right at the point of the blue paint, and she's going to look for any type of stick lift, any type of redirect in front. Offensive face-off here. There goes a shot. Straight on shot. That shot was ricocheted back out as the Sioux Falls Flyers work up this middle. And can't get it on, and the Lakers try to clear the puck out, thrown back in by Gora. That's going to wrap all the way back around to Pesca. She goes down hard in that back corner. She's back up. She's got the puck below the red line on a backhand centering pass. Backhand centering pass was looking for Aniston Murray as it comes back around to Gora. Gora's going to walk it all the way down to the red line, centering. Look for it like a centering pass. Maybe it was a shot. Nonetheless, it's off Reppy's glove, and the Lakers again ice the puck. You can ice the puck so long, but on the other end of it, you're giving offensive face-offs to the Sioux Falls Flyers.
That puck stayed right there. I'll let you watch the replay again here, Jim. That puck that came from the side, it just stood right on the. I mean, that was a tough angle. Almost was ricocheted in off the stick.
I thought that was a centering pass, but I think it was a shot. And this one goes a shot up in traffic as the Sioux Falls Flyers continue to try to push that puck from the outside in. There's the defense walking it down to the dot. There goes a shot and scores. Sioux Falls Flyers score at the 9:32 mark.
Making it 4-0 game with that goal coming from Hallie Watson.
It is Hallie Watson, and that's a hat trick for Hallie Watson. Yeah, she came in from the far dot, and she has her hat trick in this second period at 9:32 as some of the hats are cleaned up. And just like that, it's a 4-0 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
Rebecca Harris will get the assist to Watson, her second assist of the night.
As we're going to get an icing call by the Lakers, and offensive faceoff coming here for the Flyers.
See the goal again here from Watson as she came right in to the blocker side and right past the right pad of Kira Reppy, making a 4-0 lead for the Flyers with 9:20 left to go in the second period.
This puck is held in by Evelyn Berg.
We get a penalty, a hooking
and
call.
We're going to get a hook. And that is going to go on the Watertown Lakers. Emma Schleisner on a hook. So the Flyers are going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play here in this second period. Emily Schleisner hook.
They're 0 for 1 in the Pelican Power Sports power play.
And they're already into their motion. There's a puck in front. And a loose puck, and Reppy finds it in her glove. It was a pad save, pushed over to her glove. As the Sioux Falls Flyers work it from that left-hand dot and all the way back around to the opposite side. And it gets kicked back out to the defense. Back defense to defense. Looks just like the last one. Now they're coming back this way. As Aniston Murray takes a shot, broke up somewhere in traffic, and kicked out to the neutral zone. That's Graceland Webb applying pressure in the neutral zone. Now it goes red line to red line, up to Aniston Murray. She's going to go in on her backhand. She's going to leave it there for her teammate, back out to the blue line. And the power play is being set up here by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Watertown Lakers packed in a box in this penalty kill As they're walking it down, this is Rebecca Harrison. She scores on a power play goal.
Brianna Marvisi will get the power play goal to make it 5-0 with 8:28 to go still here in the second period.
So Marvisi makes it a 5-0 game at the 8:28 mark.
And you can see that pass go all the way across. Marvisi was right there at the back post, and no one there for the Watertown Lakers to cover up. Excuse me, Rebecca Harris. I thought it was Marvisi that scored.
That was Rebecca Harris.
But it's a power play goal, make it 5-0.
So, yeah, this is Schleissner. She's going to be one on the goalie. Yeah, she's going to go down and try to get to a backhand and blocked off. A nice opportunity there for the Watertown Lakers on a rush. As we're going back the other way for the Sioux Falls Flyer, that shot goes up and over the top. That was by Lily Knutson. Puck caroms back around, players down over on the far side. Where's the puck? It's trapped over against the boards over there. Now comes back out. Sioux Falls Flyers back out to the defense. Over on the far side, we are 5-on-5 hockey as they just scored. Sioux Falls Flyers scored a power play goal by Rebecca Harris. It is 5-0. One more goal does put it in run time as the Lakers chip that one down. Sloan Allard not taking the red line. We're going to have another icing call.
Here's the save by Mariah Lincoln on that breakaway. As Emma Schleissner came right down the middle of the ice. And a great backhand by Schleissner, but stopped by Mariah Lincoln.
Lucy Nelson in on an offensive faceoff here, and the Lakers have too many. It's all right. Maybe we need an extra person out there. As off the faceoff, Lucy Nelson taps it to Kira Reppy. 26 shots on goal for the Flyers, and 3 shots on goal as Emma Schleissner had a breakaway and couldn't capitalize on the backhand. One here by the Sioux Falls Flyers out, all in the crease. That's tapped away by Kruger. Sioux Falls Flyers trying to work in their defensive zone. Graceland Webb getting a stick on it in the neutral zone. This is Lucy Nelson. He's going to pass it over to the far side, over to Watson's going to take a shot right into the glove of Kira Reppy. So up and down in a hurry.
That was Brianna Marvisi that got that goal on that far end. I think
Really?
Rebecca Harris was the one that passed it to her.
Well, I know Harris. I thought Harris had it. So it's Marvici. Is that the way it's scored in the?
No, it's not scored. It is Harris's goal right now, but looking at the replay, it was definitely Marvisi that scored that goal.
Harris and Marvisi, one of them got it.
We might have to look at it again at some point.
It'll be corrected as it is done on the live scoring. As the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to throw it in deep in their offensive zone. And this is Kenna Knopf trying to move it up out of that defensive zone. Schleissner gets it up to Lily Murray. She's going to tap it along the boards, going down to that far end. This is Emma Honner, the first one there. She's going to get it going with her legs up through the neutral zone. She's got Watson on her right-hand side. Elects to pass it in. And back over to Honner on that far side. Watertown Lakers up and out of the defensive zone. Pushing that one along was Sloan Allard. It does go down deep into the offensive zone where it's picked up by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers quickly up. This is Pesca. Yeah, she's going to turn around, put the brakes on at the red line, create herself just a little bit of room, and she's going to go up between the Lakers. And we're going to get a hooking call there on the Lakers. I would be willing to bet as this puck caroms back around and the Lakers touch it up.
5:50 to go. Nyla Vanelli will go for a hooking call.
So in the second period, at 5:50, Vanelli on a hook. As the Sioux Falls Flyers go back on the power play.
So Vanelli, and this is the third power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They have yet to take a penalty in this state tournament as Sioux Falls. They've scored on 2 power play opportunities of their 4 chances to this point, or the 3 chances they've had to this point.
The power play is underway as Lucy Nelson from the red line taps it over to the far side, back on down, looking for a little give and go back out to Gora. Gora just inside the blue line, gonna pass it over on the side, walking this one around, and a good shot there by Lucy Nelson as she walked it in high in the slot. Stoppage of play once again. It is a power play, the 3rd power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers. You can't give them too many. As the faceoff is won by Lucy Nelson down in the corner. Back over down to Nelson, looking for a give and go. Puts it out front. Puck loose out front. Where's it at? A pad save there as Lucy Nelson got a shot point blank with Reppy, and it is cleared back down where Lily Gora is going to have to chase it behind her own goalie. Gora up on her backhand, going to push it ahead her, slicing her, trying to rub her off the puck over on the side, and going in a hurry is Holly Watson. She's already got 3. She's going to take a shot and a rebound. Can't get a hold of the rebound cleanly was Watson. Her first shot was a pad save by Reppy, and that one goes up into the stands. We're at 58 seconds left in this power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers. It was a Lila Vanelli hook. As we got to get a new puck. We've got a new puck. And we're going to face over on that far side. Is Rebecca Harris. She's going to walk it in. Puck in front. Caromed off to the side. Peska's down. She couldn't get her stick on it as she's planted in the front. And Sioux Falls Flyers back out to the top, and it does go out into the neutral zone. Going back to chases is Rebecca Harris. Up to the red line, far side Peska. Peska at the dot. He's going to take it in the middle, and there's a shot. And a rebound goal by the Sioux Falls Flyers. That's going to be Murray. Aniston Murray on a rebound goal and a power play goal at 4:20.
We look at the replay, once again, right in front of the net. Murray is right there and just easy tap it in to make it a 6-0 game, which will start run time with 4:20 to go in this 3rd period.
The clock will run until the Lakers score 2. We're going to face off, and we did have an assist on that, 1 or 2 assists on that Murray goal.
Emma Honor will get the lone assist.
There's Emma Honor. As the Lakers over on the far side is Molly Schmeling getting over there. She goes down over on that far side. Puck in back of Kira Reppy. Sioux Falls Flyers looking to push it out in front. And Scarlett Black gets it back out to the defense. Or the Sioux Falls Flyers looking for a pass in front. They can't quite get it cleanly. Sioux Falls Flyers over on the far side, back out to the defense. This is Regalizo. He's going to throw it in deep. And chasing back around is Scarlett Black. Into that near corner as Knopf and Black. Held in by the Sioux Falls Flyers in that corner as Knopf gets it up into the neutral zone and going to chase all the way back down. As Regalizzo is going to put on the brake. She gets run off the puck. Nice play there by the Lakers in their offensive zone as the Sioux Falls Flyers are up into that neutral zone. Nice tapped away there by Keegan Stope. She's going to throw it down deep in the offensive zone as the Sioux Falls Flyers can't handle it up in the neutral zone. Thrown over to Lily Murray. Lily Murray's going to put it in on a backhand momentarily. This is Lucy Nelson as she blows a tire in the neutral zone.
She got tripped up, which will give the penalty.
So the Lakers caused the blown tire.
It put a spike in the tire, getting a trip.
What do they call those spike trips?
Spike trap?
A
spike strip?
Strip, yeah, there you go. Easy for you to say. It's a running clock at 2:24 in this 2nd period.
Waiting, to have it.
There we go.
That was to Lily Murray.
That was Murray. And it's going to be the 4th power play. Sioux Falls has scored on 3 of them.
Two of the 3 today. 3 overall in the state tournament.
as Sioux Falls Flyers in front, puck in front. Defense there by Harper Hendricks. She kicks it out to the side. It's held in here by Lily Gora. She's going to walk the blue line. Going to push it all the way over to the other side. As two players go down on the far side. Power play continues here in the offensive zone. That's off the back. That was shot by Nelson. As it goes back down, Nelson maybe looking for Watson. There goes back out. And Regalizzo takes a shot off that blocker. This is Nelson looking in front. Harper Hendricks is there to touch it around out into the neutral zone. Lily Gora is going to slap it back up the boards, and turning this one around is a Sioux Falls Flyer on less than a minute of a power play here. And it is another stop. 34 saves, or not saves, 34 shots on goal for Kira Epi.
Made 28 of those saves so far. Now the final minute, this clock continues to run with run time right now.
It just continues to run as the Lakers need to get somebody on the ice here. That's Shaylin Strickers. Won by Sioux Falls. Held barely in the blue line. It looked like it maybe came out. Nonetheless, it's a give and go opportunity here as Marvici can't get it on her stick. This is held in by Harris. Harris going to put one on, and Pesca can't get the stick. And we have another save for Kira Epi.
And Lily Murray came out of the penalty box, but has to wait for the face-off.
Yep, the puck has to go down, so she's going to have to go as soon as the puck is dropped. And we're down to that 5-second mark.
Now she can come out.
Now she's got to go. The door didn't get shut hardly. And that's going to do it on the running clock. It goes in a hurry. It's 6-0 Sioux Falls Flyers as they score 4 goals in that second period to make it a 6-0. We are going to take a break, and we will be back to bring you the third period here from the Mitchell Activity Center.
We got the second intermission report first. We got the third period coming up here in just a little bit. You're already ahead of yourself. You're ready for that third period.
I am ready for that third period.
We will have that second intermission report on the way next as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating. 605-494-2001. Whether you're a pro contractor or a weekend warrior, your project deserves more than just a big box store. It deserves a local touch. At Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, we've been helping build South Dakota since 1996. From foundation to finish work, we carry everything. Lumber, trusses, custom cabinets, and windows. With over 150 combined years of experience, our team doesn't just sell materials, we provide the expertise to get the job done right. Stop by Bauman Lumber on Sail Barn Road or visit us at baumanlumber.com. Bauman Wood Lumber, your local partners in building a better home.
Hi, it's Jason from Leisure Palace. Spring is closer than you think, and now's the time to plan your backyard upgrade before the rush hits. We have beautiful new patio furniture arriving daily, built for comfort and durability, along with stunning fire tables to keep your space cozy and warm. Also, make this the year you invest in relaxation and wellness with a new spa from Hot Springs, Caldera, or Free Flow Spas. And if you're ready to warm up and feel better right now, our saunas are in stock and ready to go. Proudly serving the entire state of South Dakota, and remember, we guarantee the lowest prices. Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio, creating your perfect escape.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pier First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
As we welcome you back, it is a 6-0 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers at the end of 2 periods. As we look at the goals scored in this period, we'll start with that first goal by Hallie Watson to make it a 2-0 game. This was in the first period to make it or maybe that was a 3-0 game at that point. Starting to lose track of all my. I think I failed to get the one of those put in there. So this is to make it what would be should be a 4-0 game at that point. Emma Honner getting the goal to make it 4-0, and then we move into the next goal scored. Let's see, this was Marvisi on the power play. You see her get that shot, and then we'll slow it down and we'll actually get the other angle to see Marvisi come into the picture here to make it a 5-0 game at the point on the power play goal. She was right in there, got the one-time chance, and scored on the power play to make it 5-0. And they originally had given it to Rebecca Harris, but it ended up being Marvisi that got the goal. And then the last one to make it 6-0. The rebound that was put in by Aniston Murray to make it a 6-0 game from Honner and Pesca. Pesca got the secondary assist on that goal, as it is a 6-0 advantage for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Watertown Lakers at the end of 2 periods. And Jim, the Watertown was trying as long as they could to keep up with this Sioux Falls team, but Sioux Falls continues to show why they're one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, you're going to have to score goals to beat them. There's no doubt about it. They're going to score 5 and 6 goals a game. You're going to have to be in that range to be competitive with them. And the Lakers getting just 3 shots on goal, and against a team like Sioux Falls, it's not going to cut it. And it's 6-0. It was 2-0 after 1. And if you're the Lakers at that point, you have to think, we come out and get a goal, and maybe you can slow these people down. This team down, this number 1 team in the state. Sioux Falls able to get that power play going, where they scored 3 power play goals so far this game. It's a 6-0 game, and it is run time. It's a running clock, so this third period, unless the Watertown Lakers score 2 goals, this clock is going to continue to run, and this will be over in 17 minutes as you got a running clock.
Well, the other thing, too, is you looked at it. It was obviously Hallie Watson with the hat trick, but the second period, 21-1 in shots in favor of the Sioux Falls Flyers. That is really difficult to overcome something like that when the Lakers, again, you mentioned 3 shots on goal this entire game, but only have 1 in that second period.
Yeah, and that was a breakout goal where Emma Schleissner found herself one-on-one with the Sioux Falls Mariah Lincoln and couldn't get a backhand to go. So that was the only real shot that they had in that second period, was a breakaway goal by Schleissner.
It is a 6-0 lead at the end of 2 periods for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Watertown Lakers. As we will take another break, we got it was the old person day, dressed as an old person for Watertown, and they were breaking their legs in that across the way. It is a 6-0 lead for Sioux Falls over Watertown. Back with more of the Second Intermission Report after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
As we welcome you back, it is a 6-0 lead at the end of 2 periods for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Watertown Lakers. As you look at the stats there, Hallie Watson with a hat trick, Rigolizzo, Marvisi, and Murray all have scored. Ryan Lincoln has stopped just 3 saves, 3 shots, the only 3 shots that she has seen. Kira Reppy has made 29 saves on 35 shots. The Watertown down 6-0, and it'll be a running clock to get this 3rd period underway as the Sioux Falls Flyers are looking to get to the state championship game for another year. They were looking for back-to-back state titles after winning it in their home ice last year, and now looking for a state championship berth, but then looking to go back-to-back against the Brookings Rangers tomorrow night.
And if they get into that game, it is going to be the Brookings Rangers and Sioux Falls Flyers, and a rematch for the state championship from what we had last year.
Rushmore and Aberdeen will play the Constellation Championship at 1 o'clock tomorrow, which, by the way, there is no time change from Friday to Saturday. I have to remember that today is only Friday and not Saturday. Then the Hawaii Capitals looking like they're going to play the Watertown Lakers, but we still got 1 period left to go. And the Brookings Rangers in the state championship feel like they know who they're going to be playing in that state title game now as we get close to day number 3, but it's been 2 successful days, almost 2 successful days at this point. We got 1 more period left to go, and then we get set for our final day coming up on Saturday. We've got 1 more break. We'll come back and have the 3rd period all the way next. It is Watertown down 6-0 to the Sioux Falls Flyers in the state semifinal as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Quality service. That's the DJ's Cenex promise. Derek and Maggie Dell are proud supporters of local hockey. Swing by for a quick refuel and experience the local friendly service and clean atmosphere that makes a difference. We're more than just a gas station. We're your hometown partner on the road. Get ready, because the best is getting even better. Our brand new state-of-the-art car wash upgrade is coming soon to give your vehicle the VIP treatment it deserves. DJ Cenex, fueled by community, driven by you.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Stolken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stolken Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
As our Aberdeen teams take the ice at the state hockey tournament, we're cheering them on from home and inviting you to come see where that pride begins. Aberdeen is a community that rallies together on the ice, in our schools, and across our local businesses. From great food and unique shopping to year-round events and family fun, there's always something happening here. So when the tournament wraps up, make plans to visit. Discover what makes Aberdeen worth the trip at aberdeensd.com.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
And we welcome you back as we get set for the third period between the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Watertown Lakers in a 6-0 game. And again, they are dressed to be they're dressed like they're in their 90s.
Well, I think everybody's going to dress that way eventually, aren't they?
Right.
I mean, you and I will. Everybody. Yeah, they're just doing it before everybody else.
They're just getting a head start at it all.
I don't even want to do that.
You don't want to get ahead of everybody else?
No, I don't want to get old.
You don't want to get old?
No.
It's unfortunately it happens just about to everybody.
I'm fighting it with everything I got.
As the Flyers and the Lakers both make their way back out of the ice. And again, it is run time here in the third period to start things out. Watertown has to get within 4, so the best case scenario for Watertown is scoring the next 2 goals. And if you're the Sioux Falls Flyers, second straight game that you've got run time, if you can get it through the rest of this third period, that'll help save the legs. Brookings got a run time win against the Capitals, so they saved their legs a little bit. But these two teams, and we know what happened last year, the legs were pretty tired in the state championship when it went to 5 overtimes. So it can maybe help. It was still a lot of fun, but as you know, just like it was in triple overtime last night between Watertown and Aberdeen, it starts to get a little bit sloppy because everybody's getting a little bit tired. But we can maybe see that stay high competitive hockey going into that championship game if we have to play more than 1 overtime.
Yep, the championship game is always a fun one. It's Championship Saturday tomorrow, and it's going to start at 1 o'clock. Puck drop.
For everybody that is living in America, tomorrow is Saturday.
John was on Australian time pretty much all day today.
I was ready for Sunday to be tomorrow, but I'm glad it's only Saturday.
It's one more running time period is left here at the Mitchell Activities Center, and we are underway, and the Sioux Falls Flyers are into the zone. Into the offensive zone. There goes a quick shot, and Reppy's got it. Players in front. The puck must have been loose. It now goes back into the net. The whistle, however, was blown dead as everybody crashed the net. As we get a stoppage of play, this clock will continue to run 17 minutes. Unless something else happens, we're going to be 17 minutes away from our final game today. It goes back out to Reppy where she covers it.
Watch the replay again here, Jim. And Kira Reppy, I don't know if she really had that puck fully secured when that came down and off to the side, and that puck was still kind of loose.
The whistle was blown right there, yeah.
The puck did go in, but the whistle had already blew at that point.
Sometimes the reaction of the players will tell you, and Sioux Falls was going hard right up until that whistle, and even after that whistle, as Lucy Nelson pushes it over to the far side, dumped down deep for the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Watson. Watson back out to Marvici. She's going to leave it. Or Watson all the way back over to the far side. A shot goes on. In traffic, it sounded like it hit a pad of Reppy, and it gets kicked out to the blue line. This is Marvici. She's going to step around and going to push it down below that red line to Lucy Nelson's going to look for a gap up front. It gets tapped away. The Lakers once again trying to keep everything out of the middle, and this one goes all the way across, and Lucy Nelson couldn't get a stick on it as she was tied up. This is Schleissner. Schleissner's going to look up. She's got Webb on her right-hand side, takes the blue line and dumps it down deep, and Karam's back around. Offensive zone here for the Lakers. This one comes back out, and it's going to be circled back around for Alyssa Matthews as she's going to look up to the red line to Schleissner off a skate of a Flyer. She's going to dump it in quick, wide of the goal. Lakers getting new legs as the Flyers can't keep it under control, and it's pushed in deep by McKenna Knopf. Sioux Falls Flyers, this is McKenna Knopf dumping it back in on a backhand. Lakers on the forecheck in that far corner. That is Molly Schmaling into that far corner as the Sioux Falls Flyers along the near boards. Pushed in once again by Kruger. Momentarily, the Flyers are up past the red line. Throw it in on a backhand are the Flyers. This is Harper Hendricks. Going to look up. She had missed the pass. Looking for Piper Kruger. And this is Hendricks once again in the near corner looking for a centering pass. Can't get that one out to Nyla Vanelli as it goes back around. Harper Hendricks is going to try it again. She's going to work below that red line, keep the puck on her stick, going to throw it across on a chip over to Schleissner. Schleissner out into the neutral zone, Sioux Falls. This is Pesca as she enters, almost an offsides there as they enter the offensive zone. And Sioux Falls works back around. That is Rebecca Harris going to throw it back around. Karam's up to the far side as Schleissner can't get it in the right direction. There's a shot blocked up in front by the Lakers. Harper Hendricks looking for Schleissner, and this one's going to go all the way down for an icing call. Schleissner was tied up in the neutral zone and couldn't get her stick out to it. As the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to have an offensive faceoff to the right-hand side of Reppy. As Sioux Falls, with the home advantage, going to put their forwards out as the Lakers up through the neutral zone. This is McKenna Knopf. McKenna Knopf going to push it all the way down to the corner. She's going to try to turn the corner and gets all the way across the blue paint with a good look. Almost the same looking shot as she had to win that triple overtime over the Sioux Falls or the Aberdeen Cougars. As this puck gets pushed down deep for the Watertown Lakers into the zone, Audrey Eide. Working in the near corner is the Sioux Falls Flyers as it comes out to Hendricks in the neutral zone. All the way back over up to Graceland Webb. She's going to get it on that blue line and push back down. Chasing over there is Sloan Allard all the way down and deep in her defensive zone. Lucy Nelson's down there like a rocket as this one is kicked along by Hendricks in the neutral zone and backhanded in by Lily Gora. Down in the far side, Jalen Strickers going to try to work it up the boards, and it's turned around by the Sioux Falls Flyers and out of the zone. Chasing back is Rigolizzo, and she puts it all the way across. Putting a little more pressure on her, the Lakers, as Lily Murray throws it in the offensive zone into the near corner. Back around and held in by the Lakers. That's Harper Hendricks kicking that one along, back out to Murray. Murray's going to slap it off the boards, looking for Hendricks. She's still down in the crease as she can't get over to it. As the Sioux Falls Flyers, this is Hendricks now going to get it to her forehand. She's going to step around, going to throw it deep in the offensive zone. She's going to go get a break. Sioux Falls Flyers are out. Not cleanly, as Alyssa Matthews picks it up at the red line. She's going to step around and take the offensive zone. She's going to go in looking for a shot. Maybe a blocker save by Lincoln as it goes up and over the top. Puck rests over in that far corner as the Sioux Falls Flyers now go up out of their defensive zone. And getting slowed up by Molly Schmaling as it gets kicked down in the offensive zone. Chasing over there's McKenna Knopf as she's going to push it up to Lily Murray on a backhand out into the neutral zone. Sioux Falls Flyers dump it down deep. First one there is Matthews. Matthews working behind her own goalie for the Watertown Lakers on a running clock in this third period. It's the last game of the day as the Lakers, McKenna Knopf passes it up to Schleissner. Schleissner going to take an early shot, and that is going to be on goal. And Mariah Lincoln is going to see a shot on goal. We're already at that 10-minute mark left in this game. After this one, the stage will be set for Championship Saturday. We will bring you 3 games tomorrow.
Starting at 1 o'clock.
To conclude, looking for a centering pass there were the Lakers. It was intercepted over on the far side. This is Reagan Pesca with a backhand pass out to the wing as players go down at the red line. And looks like one of the Sioux Falls Flyers are
Emma Honner.
up slowly. That is Emma Honner. She's back on her skates and turned back around. Rebecca Harris over to the far side. This one comes up into the offensive zone, and a shot, and they score. And that score is by Aniston Murray as she made the corner around that Lakers defense. And that's going to happen on a running clock at about 9:20. So Aniston Murray, I'm not sure we'll get a...
No, missed the replay. I said they're watching it, then I realized I forgot to hit the button.
That's all right. Aniston Murray gets her second goal of the game at 9:20, and we're going to have a penalty here, and that's going to come in on the Lakers, and it's going to be a cross-check on Murray.
So Murray's got her second penalty. Lily Murray, that is, has her second penalty with a cross-check.
At 8:28, that is a cross-check. So the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to go on a power play. They've scored 3 times with a man advantage. Over on the far side, Lucy Nelson will wheel in against Schleissner, and it's one back out to the defense for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're going to set up their power play attempt. There goes a puck in. Lucy Nelson trying to get a tip in front. She goes down hard in that far corner. The Sioux Falls Flyers on a Pelican Power Sports power play. They've scored on the last 3 as they work below that red line in their offensive zone. There goes a shot on. It looks like the shot knocked Reppy over as it hit her in the skate. And we got a stoppage of play. The clock continues to run, and so does the power play clock as it ticks down to that 1-minute mark. Reppy kind of went down hard there.
It's actually Elena Hudson that is in net now for the Watertown Lakers.
Oh, that's my fault. Not paying attention. As Elena Hudson. This is Marvici. She's at the dot. Going to try to push it in on a pass to Pesca. And we have another cover by Elena Hudson. She wears that number 30. And to my knowledge, I don't think she's seen any varsity time this year that I know of, as I was vacant from the Watertown Lakers most middle part of the season from the announcing booth. And this is Piper Kruger trying to touch it along in the offensive zone. Short-handed are the Lakers as Webb gets taken off the puck. We're going back the other way. We're at 8 seconds on a power play. And this is Pesca getting some passes in front. And Murray couldn't handle it. And we are 5-on-5 as Lily Murray is out of the penalty box for the Lakers. This one gets a rocket in, and everybody hits the deck in the Watertown Laker.
Everybody's okay. Thankfully,
Laker bench as that one comes in. And that could have went off a helmet, John, and you would have been right in line for that.
I was going to say, it was a good thing it went off one of the Watertown players and not one of the Watertown coaches.
I think Coach Stephen Manelli took most of that one. Slowed that puck down for us.
It was also, you are right, this is the first varsity action for Elena Hudson.
It is.
She did
I
not
apologize, we didn't see her in the goal right away, as it's hard to see her number from here, nor were we looking for it. Out in the neutral zone and dumped in on a backhand was Reagan Pfeiffer for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Out to that far corner. Working over in that corner is Reagan Pfeiffer. He's going to make a pass out to Nelson, and she can't get enough stick on it as the Lakers continue to play defense and pack that thing in front of the net. Out to the neutral zone. Pushing it along is Strickers for the Watertown Lakers. As the Sioux Falls Flyers carrying this one around. This is held in by the Watertown Lakers, and Pfeiffer can't get the puck as they tried to exit the defensive zone, the Sioux Falls Flyers, and now they get up through the neutral zone. Up through the neutral zone is Rigolizzo. And she's going to slap it down deep as it wraps around into the near corner. Over there, can't get it on her stick. Was Vanderhoven. And now she's going to find it at the red line, looking for a centering pass. That shot goes wide. That was a shot by Rigolizzo, and now it's going to come back over to Verhoeven. Back out to the blue line, gets over the blue line into the neutral zone. Lily Gora going to redirect that one over to Verhoeven. And of course, it is a running clock, so Sioux Falls doesn't need to be in a hurry. It's a 7-0 game here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're going to have to check up on an offsides, and Schleissner, it looks like we're getting an offsides call, as Schleissner held up the puck over on the far side. Neutral zone face-off coming.
Under 4 minutes to go here in the third period. You listen to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
In front of that Watertown fan base, and it's one over to the defense for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're going to look neutral zone over to Verhoeven, and she's going to take it in. Gets it sticked away as she comes up high in the slot. Watertown Lakers. This is Hendricks as she goes racing through the neutral zone, and a shot goes on into the chest of Mariah Lincoln. 3:17 left in this game as the Lakers created a mountain early as Hallie Watson scored 2 to make it a 2-0 lead going into the locker room after 1. And this faceoff is won by the Flyers up to the neutral zone. Turn back around. Alyssa Matthews going to step around and going to get a pass up front, trying to get it to Audrey Eide as the Flyers throw it back out to the neutral zone. Over to the red line, looking for Hendricks. That pass was behind her and thrown in deep as this one wraps around in the offensive zone here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers looking for a centering pass. And a lot of traffic in front as it goes all the way back over on the other side. As this is Audrey Eide. Can't get it moving in the right direction is Harper Hendricks. As she was going to take a hit and delivered one in that far corner. And new legs coming here for the Lakers. On a running clock, we're at that 2-minute mark.
Quickly a game moves when you get the running clock.
It sure does. It goes in a hurry. It takes about 17 minutes. As Schleissner going to get it going with her legs up through the neutral zone on a backhand. Yeah, she's going to try to turn the corner. Nice defense being played there by the Flyers. Now this one's getting thrown at the net. I'm not so sure Lincoln was ready for that one. It ended up going off the post in the far corner as the Lakers work behind the net. Centering pass out to the top. This is Stope. Stope takes a shot. That's blacked away in traffic as the Lakers. This is Murray. Lily Murray going to take a shot. That's a glove save. Pushed out to the left-hand side of Lincoln. We're just barely over that 1 minute mark as this puck is trapped in that near corner. It's the farthest corner. They kind of disappear from us in that corner.
By the way, we've got the South Dakota Hockey Player of the Game coming up in the post-game show, so stay tuned to hear from most likely Hallie Watson, who's got a hat trick. I think she's the favorite to be the South Dakota Player of the Game.
We can probably hear from her. That was Neely Meyer bringing it up through the neutral zone for the Flyers. Back out to the neutral zone, and they're going to dump it back in where it's going to be circled back around into the near side. Lakers pushing it up into the neutral zone and turned around. This one is turned around by Evelyn Berg as they're going to throw it down deep. As the Lakers continue to play, look out, they put that puck right in front of their own goalie. She had a pad, could have been a pad save there, and it going back down the other way. This is Sloan Allard. Sloan Allard going to try to turn the corner, centering pass, and tied up in front for the Watertown Lakers. It's a running clock. We're at 16 seconds left in this one. Players go down in that near corner. Puck goes carrying around. A nice little move over on the far side. 6 seconds left. Neutral zone. All the way up. A long stretch pass. Doesn't make it to Neely Meyer, but she is going to control it. And that's going to do it. 43 shots on goal is what the Sioux Flyers put on the Watertown Lakers, allowing just 6 shots on goal for the Lakers in a 7-0 game. It's the last one of the day, John. 4 good games, and the stage is set for tomorrow.
Sioux Falls and Brookings will have a rematch for the state championship. Owyhee and Watertown will meet for 3rd place. We've got the post-game show on the way next. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Stolken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stolken Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
As we welcome you back to the postgame show, a 7-0 win for the Sioux Falls Flyers, as we are joined by our player of the game, and Hallie Watson, who had a hat trick tonight. And Hallie, talk about getting that hat trick and getting this win tonight.
I just think it was a really great team effort, and we just moved the puck really well in the O-zone, and that allows us to just have a lot more opportunities.
Well, tell us a little bit about the teammates. They're all staring at you right now. Talk a little bit about your teammates. What does this team mean to you?
It's just a great group of girls, and they're always supporting me, and I just love them so much.
You guys have been,
and you said it right in front of them.
Yeah.
you guys have dominated the first two games, 9-0 yesterday, 7-0 today. How do you guys play so well together as a team? How do you put up 16 goals in 2 games and get 2 shutouts so far?
Well, it just goes back to team bonding, and we just have a really good team atmosphere, and we're just always uplifting each other, and that allows us to just always be happy for each other and not play selfishly.
Hallie, tell us what grade you're in.
Freshman.
You're a freshman. How long have you been playing varsity hockey?
Since I was in like 6th grade.
Yeah, I remember when your coach dressed you up, and I thought he had way too big a gear and too big of skates on you.
Well, you get the Brookings Rangers tomorrow night for the state championship. What do you expect for that state championship tomorrow night?
Well, we've seen them a lot of times this season, and it's always a tough game against them, but I think we can prepare and be ready.
Well, Hallie Watson, you're going to the state championship. How's it feel?
Pretty amazing, and and I'm just like very grateful to be in this position.
How about a cheer from the yell from the teammates that are right here?
All right, you're ready for your team hug.
Well, congratulations, Hallie. We'll see you tomorrow at the state championship.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hallie Watson with the state championship coming up tomorrow night, as she is our player of the game. Her team all the way around her in celebrating this victory for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They win at 7-0 over the Watertown Lakers. Mariah Lincoln had a 6 shutout save. 2 goalies, Marissa Reddy and Mariah Lincoln, have seen 16 shots in 2 games. That's going to win you a lot of hockey games when you only are averaging 8 shots against in 2 games. And plus, you have the goalies of Marissa Reddy and Mariah Lincoln.
Yeah.
That is very helpful. Now, going into tomorrow night, we're going to preview a little bit of the state championship game. I don't think there's going to be only 8 shots on goal from the Brookings Rangers. We're going to see we're going to see a really good hockey game between Sioux Falls and Brookings in that state championship.
Well, yeah, you're going to see the 2 fastest teams in the league, and they have been all year. They've been 1 and 2 pretty much all year, and you'll see the 1 and 2 teams that earn the right to be there, and it's going to be a good championship game. It was last year. It was the Brookings Rangers and Sioux Falls Flyers, and the Sioux Falls Flyers came out victorious in that one. But you never know what's going to happen when you get to that championship game.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Our stage is set tomorrow. Our bracket's not set on the screen, but it is Rushmore and Aberdeen in the Constellation Championship that will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Then Watertown and Oahe will play in the 3rd place game at 4 o'clock. And our state championship, a rematch from last year, Sioux Falls and Brookings. It is neutral ice this time.
It is neutral ice.
It was in Sioux Falls. Maybe that helped the Sioux Falls Flyers out. Maybe not. We'll see how we play here in Mitchell. And it's going to be, 2 years ago, obviously, we were in Watertown. It wasn't Sioux Falls and Brookings in the championship game, but neutral ice here in Mitchell for a state championship contest between Sioux Falls and Brookings. It's going to be a fun one tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So day 2 is a wrap. 8 of our 11 games this weekend are in the books. We've got 3 more games to go here for our first weekend of 2 weekends of the state tournament. By the way, tomorrow is Saturday. It is not Sunday. Tomorrow is Saturday.
So leave your clock alone. You don't have to touch your clock.
There is no time change that I was talking about earlier in this game. There is no time change. We don't have to worry about that. But it is going to be a 1 o'clock start. We are going to start later tomorrow. A 1 o'clock start than what we had been with a 12 o'clock puck drop for the first 2 days. 1 o'clock tomorrow for Rushmore and Aberdeen. 4 for Oahe, Watertown, and 7 for Sioux Falls and Brookings.
Tune in tomorrow. It's going to be a good day. Those 3 games are always good, and we love bringing them to you. If you've been with us the entire time or just picked up a game here and there, thanks for tuning in. It is a lot of fun for us to bring you this state tournament. We've done it now 6 years in a row.
And we've got another weekend coming up, but we're not quite there yet. We've got 3 more games tomorrow to wrap up the girls' state tournament here in Mitchell. It's been a first-class state tournament here once again and here in Mitchell this weekend. I want to say thanks to Wanda Meyer from earlier today, Cindy Carlson back at the station right now, for Jess McIntaffer and Abby Stewart-Fromm that ran the cameras, John Ullman. I don't think he ran the camera for us today. And,
he did training today.
He trained Abby to make sure that she was ready to go for the camera, but he did a lot of work for us yesterday too, so we appreciate the work that those 3 have done on the camera for us so far this weekend. It is a final score as we wrap up tonight, 7-0 win for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Watertown Lakers as they advance to the state championship. We'll be back at 12:45 tomorrow afternoon for the 1 o'clock consolation title game between Aberdeen and Rushmore to start our day on Saturday. 7-0 win for Sioux Falls over Watertown as we say good nights from the Mitchell Activities Center.
Listening to the State Varsity Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, presented by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, the Aberdeen Chamber, Wagner Auto, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Weatherall, The Field House, Bauman Lumber, DJ's Cenex, Stulkin Peterson LLP, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, River Bottom Sanitation, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, Envirotech, Lake Area Technical College, Leisure Palace, May Adam, Pelican Power Sports, and First Dakota National Bank. Join us all weekend for more state tournament hockey action on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting, Central South Dakota's sports leader.